A computer at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology has been used to look at these problems, to analyze in broad terms the direction in which our world is headed. Sponsored by a group of businessmen and academics, the Club of Rome, its conclusions are revolutionary.
The most important lesson is that we're near the end of our development of society, which has been going on for about 2,000 years. That we've reached levels of prosperity which carry the seeds of disruption and necessitate a complete relook at the whole world's social, political, and other situations.
Professor Dennis Meadows, at a conference in Washington to mark the publication of his team study for the Club of Rome, The Limits to Growth. It concludes that economic growth always generates a crisis, that the road to riches is the road to disaster. They found that if you control everything, including industrial production, no crisis emerged. But this assumes that we will stop getting richer.
We're talking about a system in which the various balances between material output and population can be engineered more or less to suit the particular objectives of a society.
Reorient our activities and our attitudes on a global scale. And I think that is possible, but it's probably the biggest single task that mankind has ever faced.
It's important for you, I think, to realize that you have really the right only to have 2 children, to expect that you're going to have to make short-term sacrifices.
It's important that everyone should have a concept of the world as a whole and should avoid as far as possible bringing up their children in any sense of local patriotism, nationalism, and parochialism.
We now know, I contend, that we have to have a revolution, and we ought to be able to plan it.